SushiSwap is the best DEX. Here's why. Since 2020, decentralized finance has witnessed incredible progress and popularity, with more than $500 billion in total value locked up in all the different DeFi categories of token swapping, yield farming, liquidity pools, lending, and borrowing. Decentralized exchanges like Aave, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Compound, SushiSwap, and others have created an ideal environment for crypto investors to try out a variety of decentralized financial services and earn a little extra cash from their crypto assets. Today we'll look into SushiSwap, one of the many interesting DeFi platforms, and how you can become a DeFi chef with SushiSwap. Let's dive right in. What's SushiSwap? SushiSwap was created as a branch of Uniswap by an anonymous founder in September 2020 who goes by the name Chef Nomi. It's a decentralized exchange built on the Ethereum blockchain that allows yield farming, liquidity pools, crypto lending, and borrowing, etc. To promote crypto trading on the platform, its SushiSwap decentralized exchange implements the automated market maker principle. The SushiSwap DEX has a total worth of roughly $2.3 billion. Now that you're familiar with the SushiSwap DEX, it's time to clarify what SushiSwap is and why it's so unique. SushiSwap is a decentralized exchange based on Ethereum that uses the AM approach. This makes way for a wide range of decentralized functions, including token swaps, yield farming, and crypto lending, to be performed without the need for a central authority. Decentralized exchanges like Uniswap and SushiSwap don't need to rely on the order book, unlike centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Robinhood, KuCoin, and Binance. Instead, they empower individuals like us to offer their assets and overall liquidity through liquidity pools, allowing us to trade without any unnecessary government intrusion. SushiSwap is a real example of a decentralized currency since it offers a variety of features that give it credibility. For one thing, there's no centralized authority or middleman to collect fees. Instead, the fees are paid directly to the liquidity providers, or in simpler words, the people who invest in the tokens. When it comes to buying and trading cryptocurrencies, SushiSwap is far easier and faster to use than typical centralized exchanges. How? Well, because they don't care about your personal information. This DeFi exchange doesn't need you to go through complex verification steps. Secondly, they enable you to stake, pool, lend, or borrow your inactive assets, providing you with an additional stream of revenue in the form of cryptocurrency. In addition to that, unlike Uniswap, SushiSwap pays liquidity providers 0.25% of the fees and 0.05% to Sushi token holders. Moreover, unlike Uniswap, which has ended its Uni token farming stage, Sushi yield farming is still active, with returns in some pools reaching more than 80% in annual returns. But where did it all begin for SushiSwap? How it all started. After scraping the open source code from the Uniswap DEX and making some key modifications to bring in Sushi as a governance token that would allow users to trade and have a say in the future of the SushiSwap DEX, the SushiSwap platform took its first breath when it launched in August 2020. SushiSwap ran into problems immediately after its release, thanks to the controversial vampire mining method. The controversy lies in the approach being designed to drain liquidity from the Uniswap pool by offering Sushi in return for Uniswap liquidity pool tokens. These LP tokens would then be traded for the original assets placed in the Uniswap liquidity pools, depleting Uniswap's liquidity and replacing it with a SushiSwap liquidity pool. This approach was both brilliant and evil at the same time. This vampire's mining goal was to outshine Uniswap, and naturally it wasn't well received by all the other founders. And Chef Nomi allegedly cashed out around $14 million worth of Sushi from the DEX's development funds for Ethereum on Uniswap. This resulted in SushiSwap's collapse, and its price plummeted. As a result, the SushiSwap community was filled with anger towards this exciting DeFi initiative. But that wasn't the last plate of sushi that was going to be served. Nomi eventually chose to leave SushiSwap after going back on his decision and returning the funds. Sam Bankman-Fried, the head of Alameda Research and the centralized derivatives trading platform FTX, picked up the baton and carried on the vampire mining campaign to the finish line. Sam handed over authority to SushiSwap's trustworthy community to guarantee that the fundamental fabric of decentralization is preserved. Since then, SushiSwap has expanded by leaps and bounds with no serious hiccups. Quite a story, right? Since its inception, Uniswap has established itself as one of the market's heavyweights. Additionally, their protocol design has established a de facto standard, from which countless projects such as PancakeSwap have drawn their inspiration. SushiSwap is no doubt the next phase in the development of the Uniswap protocol, taking Uniswap's beautiful core architecture and adding community-oriented features to help improve the protocol's overall feel while also providing greater rewards to those that invest in the protocol. Of course, one of the things that might be running through your mind right now is, why should you favor SushiSwap over Uniswap? Why SushiSwap? The answer is quite simple. Liquidity providers get the pool's trading fees only when they're actively supplying said liquidity with Uniswap. This means they don't earn passive income once they've collected their share from the pool. Furthermore, as the protocol gets more and more popular, despite those people being one of the first liquidity providers, they risk having their returns diluted when larger and wealthier stakeholders such as venture funds, exchanges, and mining pools join the protocol with big bags of cash. On the other hand, SushiSwap allows you to contribute liquidity to a pool and gain incentives in the form of sushi tokens. And unlike Uniswap, those sushi tokens will also enable you to continue earning a percentage of the protocol's fee in sushi even if you opt out of being a liquidity provider. And as a result, the quantity of liquidity provider tokens you stake versus the overall amount of LP tokens staked will determine your staking returns. All in all, SushiSwap has a protocol and smart contract interface that's nearly identical to Uniswap's. But the only major difference is that you get voting rights. How does SushiSwap work? Now that you've learned about SushiSwap's bizarre past, it's time to understand more about how it works. SushiSwap is an AMM platform that processes user transactions using smart contract blockchain rules. AMM smart contracts are in charge of building and administering token liquidity pools, as well as determining token prices using a mathematical algorithm. We won't get into too much detail about it because we don't really want to bore you all that much. But if you want to be a DeFi sushi chef, it's easier than you think. To exchange tokens, just go to app.sushi.com/swap. Pick your trading pair, connect your wallet to the platform, and start trading. As far as fees are concerned, SushiSwap prefers to use Ether as its cryptocurrency of choice for its gas costs. So to get access to the tokens in your wallet, you'll be asked for your consent to pay a tiny fee linked to the initial login process. The Ethereum blockchain enforces this fee, so it's mandatory. So make sure you have enough Ether in your crypto wallet to cover the transaction cost. Then choose whatever tokens you want to trade, enter the amount, and click the swap button. After that, you'll have completed your first token swap. If you're interested in liquidity pools, go to app.sushi.com/pool. Connect to your Ethereum wallet if you haven't already, since it will be required to perform the pooling function. Then, to create your pool, click the Add Event button, go to the liquidity page, and choose the input tokens. From there, it's all smooth sailing. All you have to do now is provide SushiSwap access to your tokens and hit confirm. However, there are certain risks to consider while selecting the pooling option. You see, while DeFi sites like SushiSwap and Uniswap have some unique features that might help you earn some money on the side, you need to do your own research before deciding which platform to utilize, because there are a lot of risks associated with DEXs like an irreversible loss. You can take what happened to Terra Luna as an example, even though it wasn't a DEX. Conclusion. SushiSwap has gone a long way to compete with Uniswap, one of the DeFi industry's market leaders. SushiSwap stands apart in terms of community-based governance and the compensation that these community members receive for their efforts by contributing their assets to the pool. SushiSwap has already grown significantly since its rocky start and power shift. Since then, they've released a number of products, including the Kashi Lending and Leverage Platform, which has a variable interest rate, and SushiBar, the auto staking and governance platform. So we believe SushiSwap's ongoing DeFi innovations are here to stay, and it's prepared to give its dedicated investor community some pretty unique rewards and governance power. But SushiSwap, like many other DeFi, dApps, and DEXs, is by no means immune to market manipulation and potential loss. So in order to become a genuine industry leader, SushiSwap must earn the faith of its investors by becoming extremely secure and dependable when it comes to protecting investments. SushiSwap, Uniswap, and PancakeSwap have demonstrated how banking will evolve in the future. These advancements are actually positioned to unlock financial rewards for all of us if the decentralized financial ecosystem can reduce the impact of a regulatory body that we believe will attempt to generate some annoyances in the near future. What do you think? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our video on PancakeSwap to see how the two DEXs compare to one another.